So I just watched Del Toro's adaptation of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein that's been adapted over 400 times. Was there anything new and interesting that we hadn't seen before? Well, yeah.
What manner of creature is that? What manner of devil made him? I did.
The story centers on Victor Frankenstein, a brilliant but arrogant scientist driven by trauma to conquer death itself. He assembles his creature in a grotesque spectacle, only to recoil in horror and immediately abandon his creation. But this creature is no mindless beast. He's intelligent, eloquent, and his journey becomes a heartbreaking search for the humanity his own creator denied him, pulling everyone they love into their devastating war.
Victor!
In this 2.5-hour movie is a tragic tale of how trauma from your own parents can be passed down, or in this case from Victor's father down to Victor's creation.
You're no son of mine.
Oscar Isaacs gives a career-defining performance in this. He's not just a brilliant scientist, but a deeply wounded man. I have to really give props to him. 𝐃𝐸𝐿''𝐺'𝐻𝐿''𝐺'𝐻, I hope I'm saying that right, I'm most likely not. His performance may just be the best performance in the film. Moving beyond the grunting monster that we've known Frankenstein to be. His creature is more intelligent and eloquent and more sympathetic, but just aching for humanity.
You made someone me. Whatever puzzle I am, Creator, I feel.
The costume designers and the actual design for Frankenstein was just so well done. Like, he done a very good job of making you feel just the achingness for him to be loved and accepted, and he's just the ultimate outcast in this society. We have an array of excellent supporting cast in this. We have Charles Dance as the stern and borderline abusive father, and you have Christoph Waltz as the wealthy benefactor who wants to use this experiment to save his own life, or at least like transform it. Although their appearance in the film is pretty brief, but very impactful. And I will say Mia Goth's portrayal of Elizabeth in this was particularly noteworthy as well. She does a very good job of bringing a humanizing balance to this very macabre story.
You for that thick understanding. In those eyes I saw pain, and what is pain if not evidence of intelligence?
I will say at the end of the film, they do change a pretty significant bit, but I think it really works in this film. It brings a little bit more grace to the characters, and also makes it a little bit less depressing, I would say. Del Toro is by far the king of the monsters. I mean, he's the perfect person to tackle this. From Pan's Labyrinth all the way down to Shape of the Water, he's just proven that he knows how to bring monsters to life. There is something darkly beautiful about his style and the way that meshes with the Frankenstein story. And I think it was just a perfect adaptation. This might be one of his best movies, in my opinion. I like the fact that he's sticking to practical effects rather than CGI, because it just brought a level of realism to this film that can't really be replicated through computers. Probably make the creature just a little bit more empathetic and actually quite terrifying in some scenes.
Now, run.
Del Toro, he's created something very haunting and poetic, and it does call to the humanity within ourselves. It's truly refreshing to see something that pays so much respect to the source material while not trying to update it for modern audiences. There is a couple of probably award-winning performances in here by far. Oscar Isaacs just hits out the park, and 𝐃𝐸𝐿''𝐺'𝐻𝐿''𝐺'𝐻 I haven't come across before. It's an intimate and powerful story that proves why people are still remaking this piece of literature 200 years after it was written.
I know what you are. A good man.
So I'm gonna give this a crit watch. I know if I had my co-star with me right now, he probably wouldn't call it a critical watch.
No, it's not a critical watch.
And I don't want to give a critical watch for the first time without him, so we're just going to stick with CritWatch. So what do you think? What part of the mythos do you find the most terrifying? The science, the monster, or the man? Do you think Frankenstein is worthy of an Oscar? Drop your predictions down below. I crit, you watch.